everybody, it's Debbie with Inspirational Goodies, and today I have for you another tarot deck walkthrough, the Akashic Tarot by Sharon Klingler and Sandra Taylor. This is a major arcana tarot with fewer than the normal minor arcana, but it's still a tarot, and they explain to you in the booklet why it's a tarot book. It's a 62 card deck. So this was published by Hay House, comes in a really nice box. It'll look great on your shelf if you keep your cards in the box. So let's take a look at the guidebook, and then we'll take a look at the cards. It's a nice substantial guidebook. There's a lot of information in it because they explain a lot about the Akashic records. They explain a lot about how they created the deck. There's all kinds of really good information in this that will help you access not only your higher consciousness, but your Akashic records, which is something that people are starting to get more into. And it helps demystify some of that. So each card in the book has the photo of the card, and then it has the name. They've renamed the entire major arcana. It gives an upright meaning for the card, a reverse meaning for the card, and the Akashic force for the card. So this will all be explained in the book. I'm not going to try and go through and explain all of that to you. This is something you need to read and understand for yourself. But what I am doing here is showing you all of the cards that are in the deck so that you can decide if you want to use this deck for yourself. I personally love it. It's a great deck. I plan on using it for tarot card of the day. I plan on using it for spreads, and they have some really cool spreads in here. There's a pyramid spread and a Wheel of the Year spread, and some really, really great information in the book. So let's take a look at the cards. The back is really cool. It's very generic so that you can use reversals if that's how you work with cards. I don't use reversals, but they're available to you. And the cards are typical Hay House size. They are the matte finish, which I love. They don't glare out on us when we're looking at them. They are very sturdy. Very, very nice, sturdy, easy to shuffle deck. So let's take a look. As I said, the major arcana is all renamed. So what happens with a deck like this is you get to use your own knowledge of tarot for each card number, and then you layer on it the imagery from the cards created by the deck creator and their interpretation in their guidebook. So this specific deck you're going to buy because you want to access the Akashic records and learn more about that. So you will probably use the guidebook at least the first couple of times you go through readings so that you can familiarize yourself with what the intention for each card is. I do enjoy the imagery that they have created. It is very insightful and should help you stimulate your own intuition. There are people that would argue that this is an oracle deck and that it's not a tarot deck, and we need to remember that all tarot decks are also oracle decks. But that tarot just has a specific structure, then part of that structure being the 22 card major arcana. So in the, I'm going to point this out before I finish flipping through this suit. So in the suits, there are 8 numbered cards instead of 10, and then there are 2 court cards instead of 4. So let's go through this. They explain in the guidebook how they came up with the names for each of the suits. And what the suits correspond to in traditional tarot. So again, like I said, you can still layer on your own interpretation of the Rider-Waite-Smith or the Thoth Tarot, whichever system you use. These are beautiful images, by the way. They make so much sense to me, but I also read Akashic Records, so this deck speaks to me on a level that it might not speak to you if you don't read them yet. And even people who read the records may look at these cards and think, oh, I don't like this. But any deck is just a tool for you to use to access your own intuition and your own higher consciousness, either when you're reading for yourself or when you're reading for others. Day and night, both sides. I will also, in the description, I will link to where you can buy this deck, but I will also link to their website. They have some really cool meditations. I'm not sure if this deck has bonuses, but a lot of times when you buy their decks, if you enter in the information about where you bought it, you will get access to additional meditations and bonus information, which is really super cool. So if you enjoyed this walkthrough, please click like. And if you want to see when I pull tarot card of the day, please go over to Crystal Feather Tarot, which is where I do tarot cards of the day, and subscribe. And to see more deck walkthroughs and to see some spreads I'm going to do with these cards, please subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell. And I would also like your comments and thoughts about this deck in general, being that it has fewer cards. Do you not mind working with a deck that size? Does it bother you that they call it a tarot? I'd like to have your input and listen to, have a conversation with you over this. Again, like I said, I love the deck, but people have different opinions. And I hope you enjoyed this deck walkthrough and it helped you decide if this is a deck for you. And have a great day.